Okay. So, just so you guys know, in between streams, we're just going to jump right in today. I did some inventory management. I did go back to the Grove to sell some stuff and buy some healing supplies since I have been a disaster. I also took a short rest. Um, Now, last time we fought the Gur, and I said we were going to talk to the other two this time because we talked to Astarion a bunch the last time. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Speak.
Lae'zel has nothing to say.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Okay. Let me see if I can pass this check. Because I haven't been doing it because I didn't think we had enough approval to do it, but last time I checked, I think we're at high, so let's see if we can pass this check.
I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really.
We have to be honest with each other. What is it you're keeping from me? Well, that was close. I needed to roll at least a 10 to pass that check.
You're not going to let this go, are you? You might wish you had. I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne, her teachings and her followers. It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
So, the reason Shadowheart's been reluctant to share that particular information is because Shar is supposed to be like an evil goddess. There's been hints about that in like the lore and the books you can pick up here and there. You could have told me. How long were you going to keep this secret?
Forever, ideally. And you assume too much about what I can and cannot tell. Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It is our code, our creed, our shield. I even keep secrets from myself. I had my memories suppressed, so that nothing I know could be used against the Dark Lady. Once I prove myself, my memories will be restored. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though, perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind.
Let's see how open-minded I can be then. Tell me more.
All right. As I said, Shah is my patron, my mistress. Goddess of darkness and loss. I assume you've heard of her?
Remind me.
My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss.
Fascinating. Please continue.
Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
How exactly do Shar worshippers turn people to their goddess?
We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship. the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
I won't cast judgment on your beliefs.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
Oh. Maybe we should ask why she was in pain before. I think the game might want us to ask why she was in pain.
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Is there anything I can do to help with it?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Well, that's ominous. Let's, I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
How about you tell me something besides the fact that you worship Shar?
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced?
Yes.
Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
You'll have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass some.
It's a deal.
Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memories suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
You've had your memories suppressed? That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
All right. So I just realized I forgot to change some options. I always turn these two off when I stream because I'm uploading to YouTube and I don't want it to get me in trouble. So let me go ahead and do that before I forget, lest this stream get really saucy for no reason whatsoever later. So the only thing left technically is to go into the tea house. Before we do that though, we're going to fight those red caps we saw earlier and take a rest. Because what happens is I go in the tea house and a whole bunch of stuff happens and I forget these red caps are out here and they turn hostile and it's unpleasant for everyone. Oh hey, I forgot we could talk to Mayrina's brothers with Speak with Dead. We'll do that in a minute. No, don't look at me. Because if I can get a surprise round on the red caps, that would be great. You know what would make this way easier? Wrong bonus action. There we go. What sort of scenes am I expecting to run into? Astarion really, really likes me. That's the kind of scenes I'm expecting to run into. I have also, to be honest, more than once accidentally taken armor off and surprised myself.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Can't give up.
Alright, Shadowheart, let's see if you can do anything decent today. Oh. That's disappointing. This is why I wanted a surprise round.
Nothing important is ever easy.
I don't want to... He has 1 HP left. I don't want to waste a spell slot on that. Well, I haven't used any level 2 spell slots yet. Not enough movement. Do we have enough movement for this? No. How much movement do you need to get up there?
Can't afford to let up.
Can you kill it? Thank you. Thank you so much. Why does Shadowheart miss so often? I mean, it's early game. I expect to miss a lot, but I don't know why it's almost exclusively Shadowheart. There's reasons she'd miss on certain attacks, but I'm not using those attacks, like, specifically because I know she would miss. Alright. Can you... You are not going to make it up there.
Blood comes easy these days.
Why do you want it to move all the way there to attack? That seems excessive. Can you... This is very risky because she's a very squishy character. She can't make it that far anyway. Let's just move closer.
Let's end this.
Alright, Shadowheart. Let's, try this. Oh, for...
A little help, please.
There's no helping you, honey. forget to change your weapons. Don't attack at 2 feet with a crossbow.
Where do I go from here?
I hate difficult terrain. Do I have... I do not. Can you get up there? Silly squishy girl. Oh, that's upsetting. That was good. That was really good. Good for you. Yeah, Shadowheart's been a pretty atrocious battler. Oh, that's annoying. Can you actually get... You can.
Let's do it.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, I don't think she's gonna be able to do much this time because I think he's too far away and out of sight, so... There you go. Well, she can take an offhand shot. That might kill it. Yeah! Now imagine you just fought a huge battle and you're exhausted and you come out here and you have to fight these things. It's a nightmare. And it happens to me almost every time. Because I forget they're here. I also forget that they're hostile after certain events. Alright, I said we would talk to this guy, didn't I?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Yes, when you kill an enemy, unless you're using non-lethal damage, they are dead for the rest of the game, barring certain very specific instances. We'll actually probably talk a little bit more about non-lethal damage today. Did you find your sister?
Screaming, but not real.
What killed you? I'm assuming the red caps.
Wasn't a sheep.
That would be the red caps. What are you doing here?
Gotta get Irina back for man.
None of these are particularly relevant, but let's ask about the swamp.
Don't drink the water.
No kidding.
Demir.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Alrighty.
Let's get going.
I can't remember if you can talk to the other body or not, but it doesn't matter since, as happens in my game a lot, it doesn't exist. The red caps ate him. Alright, and then I said we were gonna take a long rest. I would like to be in front of the tea house when we do that. Okay. I'm just gonna camp on your doorstep. Sorry, I'm just checking my camp supplies. Okay. The last patch made it so you can't use camp supplies in the traveler's chest, which is really annoying. All right, let's check in. How's everybody doing?
What's on your mind?
Nope. And you?
Well met.
Alrighty.
Speak.
Lae'zel doesn't like me.
Darling, I was just thinking about
Oh
you.
no.
Remembering our time together, the things we've shared. And I don't just mean that lovely neck of yours. I'm growing to like the whole package. Honestly. And you clearly like me too. So?
So?
Come now. Don't be coy. Your body's already given you away. I could feel it as I was getting lost in your neck. Your little shakes of excitement. You enjoyed it, didn't you?
A lady never tells.
You don't have to say a thing. I already know how you feel. Because I feel it too. We could take an evening to ourselves, get away from camp, get some privacy. I know somewhere quiet, somewhere intimate, somewhere we can indulge in each other.
Really, this was the most inconvenient stream possible to forget to turn those two options on. A less trusting person might think this all sounds very suspicious.
Thank goodness we're all such good, trusting friends, then. On my honor, the only thing on my mind is depraved carnal lust.
You are such a filthy liar. But alright.
Wonderful. I just hope we don't have to wait too long before we can steal away. But once we can, I promise you a night you'll never forget. See you there, lover.
Absolutely giant frickin' red flag. Hi, how you doing?
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Never mind. I think, so that's a line she has when her approval is high, and she's told you she's worship Shar, and I swear it just sounds like she's annoyed with you. Like you come over and she's like, oh God, heaven help me. All right. Well, it's the best boy.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
And I think it'll trigger tonight after that conversation, but we might see one of the scenes this game is getting notorious for.
A quiet evening for once. Perfect for two people who'd like to take some time to themselves. If you catch my meaning. And I do mean sex, to be clear. We've been waiting long enough.
Hey.
Let's find our own little piece of nowhere. Somewhere we can lose ourselves and forget all this madness. There's a secluded place nearby that should do nicely. Wait until the others are asleep. Then come and find me there.
See you there.
Indeed you will, my love. I can't wait.
For the record, I was trying not to trigger this scene until later. I apparently spent too much time flirting with pretty vampire boy.
There
And he
you are.
is pretty.
I've been waiting. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you.
You don't have me yet.
Don't I? You're here. And I don't think you want to talk. I think you want to be known. To be tasted.
And what do you want?
What do any of us want? Pleasure. Yours. Mine. Our collective ecstasy. That's what you want, isn't it? To lose yourself in me.
Yeah.
I thought so.
One moment. Yep, that's what I thought. Those options are definitely off. It's broken again. Well, I'm not going to stop the scene from playing, but I might have to edit this particular video before it goes on YouTube. And we might see a lot more than we meant to. Unless I forgot and accidentally took off their underwear again. Still shouldn't see anything. Roll playfully and offer him your neck. Stop the stream for the time? Why bother? It's not gonna change is the thing. Conveniently placed leaf. Oh no, you can't see anything. Interesting scars. Where did you get them?
It's a poem. A gift from Cazador. He considered himself quite the artist and used his slaves as a canvas. He composed and carved that one over the course of a night. He made a lot of revisions as he went.
Why did he write in Infernal? That's normally a devil's language.
Infernal? Who knows? The bastard was insane. Now let's go. We've wasted enough time already.
Now, if you're not a tiefling for that scene, I think you have to pass an Arcana check to know that those are infernal runes on his back. It's only tieflings who can just straight up say that it is infernal, because as a tiefling you speak infernal.
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it.
You have to roll to get the ball from a dog, and if you've ever tried to get a ball from a dog, it's not easy.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
But anyway, I was surprised with that scene because cinematic nudity was broken for a while, and in that scene, the characters would be in their underwear. So that's what I was expecting to happen since I had those options on. And when I didn't see it, I thought it was broken again, but in reverse. Also, I have a ball. I can do things with ball. It's the bestest boy! Hello.
Hello, my sweet.
Scratch can actually function as a summon now that he's given you the ball, so you can call him out of camp and he can find hidden things for you. So like if you pass or fail a bunch of survival or perception checks, sometimes Scratch can find it if you summon him. I usually don't summon him because I'm always afraid I'll get him killed. Based on what I've heard though, that's an empty fear because I don't think you can kill the summons.
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
I understand the appeal.
I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open.
All right. I'm pretty sure you can just resummon Scratch. I just really don't want to get the dog killed. Hello?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Oh, we're just triggering all of the important stuff. Well, now I'm intrigued. Do continue.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
I don't understand. Why be so secret about such ambition?
Dark justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a dark justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Well, thank you for sharing. All right, so we're progressing everybody's personal stories except Lae'zel. Probably because I keep killing her. In we go.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all, you'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young lady.
I appear to have forgotten my apology. How about a poem instead?
Another bard who thinks humor is the same as talent. Cute.
Oh.
You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door. But I think you and I could have a bit of fun together.
Oh. No.
God's
I've had enough fun for one stream,
Eat
thanks.
up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
That's Mayrina? I have some bad news for her.
Keep that hole under your nose shut, or things will get messy.
Well, you heard the lady. We don't want things to get messy.
What is it? What's going on?
No. I would like things to get messy.
That can't be true. Auntie Ethel.
They were being rude, and I detest rudeness.
You monster! The deal is off!
Enough! Away with you! Blessed silence at last. Some time in the cage should do her good. And you'll regret sticking your nose in my business.
Ugh. Why did Lae'zel disapprove? At this point, I think she's doing it just to spite me.
Outmaneuver them.
I hate it when things are invisible.
Very well.
Just fire in this general direction. Nothing.
Ready. Have to keep going.
Victory awaits. Taking position.
Bye-bye, lovelies.
That can't have gone far.
Oh my gosh. There's a secret passage in the fireplace. We should steal all her stuff before we go in there, though.
Always room for more.
Especially since she's got healing potions around her house. I love how this is actually red because it's stealing from Auntie Ethel, like I care about stealing from a hag. Is this about... Oh, this is about Shar. Oh, Shar. So Shar... Might as well talk a little bit about Shar since Shadowheart revealed she's a follower of her. If you're not familiar with the lore of Dungeons and Dragons, I don't think the fact that she worships Shar technically means anything to you. Although you probably picked up why it's a problem from Shadowheart talking about her. I looked her up on the wiki, and she is an evil-aligned goddess. Not particularly well known for taking good care of her followers. The book I mentioned that I liked, I think, in my very first stream, The Unclaimed, is about Shar and a follower of Shar. It talks about a woman who followed Shar and dedicated herself to her, and the woman dies and waits in the afterlife for Shar to come and claim her. And Shar never comes, despite the fact that the woman dedicated her entire life to her. Shar leaves this woman standing in purgatory forever, waiting on her. It's pretty telling. Anyway, I mean, so it's a cult. Isn't technically any religion a cult? I mean... I think it's just what you call them when they're not the religion you follow. But around Ethel's house, there's a lot of potions ingredients and food and potions. Like, this is a really great place to just, for lack of a better term, raid the pantry. Oh my goodness. I think there's a letter somewhere around here too. Is it on the patio? Yes. Letter from M. Ethel, forces are at work in Baldur's Gate. The mewling wretches are trying to edge me out of my own territory. I've killed at least 4 of their agents. None have talked. Not yet, at least. I doubt you hear anything beyond the bleating of your ridiculous sheep. But if you catch even a whisper, send word immediately. M. All right. I think this place has been thoroughly... Almost. Forgot this side. Just about thoroughly raided. Let's go down the secret passage.
I can't have...
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Or what?
Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Petal, and you'll find out. Please.
Well, I like how Bellatrix was, it's just a pig's head in a bag, why not? I like how Bellatrix was starting to comment on, the hag can't have gone far.
This is delightful.
I have the best party. And then the hag just immediately shows up. But, this is like a gallery of victims.
What's that?
My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
As you edge closer to the mirror, a pale face appears, contorted in fear. Fists slam against the mirror's surface again and again.
Good lord. Sorry, my cat spontaneously decided to have a fight on my lap. Okay, well, this one apparently doesn't want to work today, but it's a woman who did what she was supposed to do, and the hag didn't like her, so she cut off her head. As you do. There it goes.
She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed me.
Let me cast this before I forget about it for the day. There we go.
This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again.
And in classic get what you wish for fashion, the hag gouged out her eyes.
What's next, I wonder?
Pretty sure this is a body you can speak to.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Why did you go to the hag?
My family took her. My baby girl. Pretending she never existed. Told Ethel never wanted to see them again. She took my eyes.
Why did your family take your child?
They didn't like me having something they couldn't touch.
What can you tell me about Ethel?
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters without baby girl.
This poor woman. Oh. Well.
Never a dull moment.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
So you can see he's petrified. You can heal the petrification, but if you do it, he immediately dies of the disease. So, don't do that.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again.
What happened the last time you opened?
Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him. dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry.
I'm not afraid of that hag.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, peddler.
All right, is there another way in?
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent.
If I kill the hag, you'll be free.
You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
Which is how you would find out you can walk through the door if you didn't pass the Arcana check. Does anybody have any thoughts about being in the hag's lair?
Please. I've been in more unsettling places than this, but not many.
Illusions abound in this place. Trust neither your eyes nor your ears.
Please. Please.
This place makes my skin crawl. Don't take anything for granted in here.
Yeah, it makes my skin crawl too. That's why I don't like the hag. For the record, a dialogue tree I didn't take is you can ask the hag to cure your tadpole. She fails and you lose an eye.
A thief who tried to steal from Auntie. Now the good little pet guards my home. My gentle Lauren.
Wait!
He wished to know what was to come.
No. No! Don't look. Mustn't look, mustn't see.
Man, Legolas is having a bad day.
I see it. I see what's to come.
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead. Flesh rotten, bone shining. Skull splitting, knife twisting, gut spilling. All future. All bad. All... Gods, don't hurt me. Oh, please. Please. Please, please, please. No. No. Monster. For mind dripping, flesh peeling, mind flayer. No! No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
Well,
Don't look.
so let's talk about what's through the door real quick. So there are these masks on the table. I'm going to take one. If you put the masks on, you can walk through the door without having to pass any checks whatsoever. There's also enemies on the other side of the door that won't attack you if you're wearing the mask. However, wearing the mask lets Ethel control you if you do not pass wisdom saving throws. If you cast protection from good and evil on yourself. You can wear the mask without having to pass the throws. However, if you don't fight the enemies on the other side of the door, they make a different battle much, much harder. The enemies on the other side of the door are also technically innocent people being controlled by Ethel. So if you're a good person, you might try not to kill them by turning on non-lethal attacks. Here's the thing with non-lethal attacks, though. They only apply to melee hits. So if you attack the enemy with a spell or an arrow and do lethal damage, they're still dead. It makes life very difficult, and these enemies are really difficult. That's why I just did a quick save. We'll see if we can not kill them. Now, previously it didn't matter. Not killing them didn't do anything. But the latest patch notes says they fixed that. Crap. So that now saving them actually does make a difference. Like I said, if I kill them with an arrow, they're dead, so I'm gonna try not to have that be the end of them. Can Astarion move? Astarion can still move. Not very far. Okay. I can also move.
These boots have...
I'm also gonna try not to use my spell slots, because you might have noticed the map is all red. That's because you can't go to camp here. Meaning if you use up all your spell slots, you're just straight up out of spell slots.
I won't do it.
Like I said, these people are under the hag's control. Like I said, I don't want to use spell slots if I don't have to. You would miss on a 50-50 chance. How obnoxious. Okay. Woo! Don't frighten me. It makes me have to use long distance attacks, which would kill you. Oh, hey. There's the scratch summon I was talking about. So Searing Smite is another thing that'll end up killing them because you set them on fire. Oh god. One of the reasons I don't like this fight. Okay. Oh, that's right. She can't move because... Well... Good for you.
Strike.
action surge. There we go. So note, knocked out, not dead. Can't you just run past these people? Well, if you start combat, you can't flee it, I don't think, because usually when you flee combat, it takes you back to camp. And, you can't go to camp, as I talked about on this map. Like I said, you can run past them if you have the mask on, because they won't attack you. However, it makes another fight a lot harder if you don't at least knock them out. I was afraid of that. Can he... Looks like he can. Should be able to do... Yeah. Oh, don't... Yeah, I really should have seen that coming. Biter.
Talk to me.
Can you... I really don't want to use a spell slot, though. It's fine.
Bleed for me. Despite everything.
Thank goodness. I hate this fight.
Don't make me hurt them.
Auntie, be kind to our guests.
I don't think Auntie wants to be kind to her guests.
Time to kill.
Maybe you should dash. There you go. Not gonna have any actions left to do anything else, but you can get up there and be a threat. Oh my gosh, she hit.
Time to strike. You bow or break. I won't.
I don't know if you caught a glimpse of the other side of the waterfall there, but also dragging this fight into the next room would be a nightmare. Not enough movement. Okay. Nice. This fight is going surprisingly well.
Need to stay focused. Down with you. Time to strike.
Can you reach him? Not quite.
No time to waste.
Got him backed up into a corner. You just hold your action for a second, both of you, because I think these two can knock him out. You know what? I deserve that.
Fury, I am death.
I had faith in her. I had faith in them.
Shall we cut and run?
There we go.
Excellent.
There. We can do a short
That
rest.
should more than suffice.
Fortunately, I don't think did that without using any spell slots. Did use up all my bardic inspiration though. So, about looting these bodies, if you take the mask off, it kills them. So if you're trying to save the hag's victims, don't take their masks off. And since I spent that whole fight with non-lethal damage on, and went through the trouble of specifically trying not to kill them, I'm not going to do it. Oh, stones. Stones will come in handy. When will they wake up? Characters that have been knocked out with non-lethal damage will wake up after one long rest. I don't know if that'll be different for these guys since the patch might have changed something, but we'll see. I hate this room. Can you make it over there? Ooh, that's a tight one. You can do it.
Best avoid that attack.
Try not to set everyone on fire. You failed. There's no vent in that one, is there? So, some of these have vents that you can throw a stone on, and it'll block the poison gas from coming up. This one doesn't seem to have it. Oh, there it is.
Indolence breeds madness.
It's where these stones come in handy.
Not a single act wasted.
There we go.
Still breathing, despite everything. Step carefully.
Don't
There's
set
a
off the trap. It'll burn the vines and make it not fun for anybody. All right.
Just as I expected.
Come on. Jump. Thank you. Come on.
Well, hello.
You can do it, kids.
No time to dally.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I think that's the best I've ever done, getting through the hag's lair. There is a door up there with a passage to the Underdark that you need the Whispering Mask to go through. Since I made it down here, and I only blew up once, I am not going back up there for the door. There's Mayrina.
There, in the cage.
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole!
Oh.
I'll use your blood to spice my stew! I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again.
Stop it! Please! Let me go!
You want the girl so bad. Fine.
Ready for a rough one. Don't poison me.
If you plan to save her.
So, little note on Mayrina. If you don't tell her that Ethel killed her brothers, she's very upset with you trying to rescue her and tells you to go away. Other notes. So these duplicates are fake. They die to one hit. So if you happen to have someone with magic missile, it's fantastic here because you can take out all the duplicates in one turn. You could try ignoring the duplicates if you find the real Ethel. The problem is the duplicates have most of her abilities and will wreck you. And you've only got a couple of turns to save Mayrina too. You can save her by hitting this switch, or by throwing water on the cage. There we go.
Breathe deep and move.
My faith will protect me.
Get as far down there as you can, please. Oh, they're failing perception checks on the trap there. I'm like, what are you perceiving? Let's see if you can do anything useful. Probably not. Good for you. We're very proud of you. Why don't you... Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it.
Moving.
Attack the one that has the concentration on. Alright, so we're down to the real Ethel. 90 feet, so I'm not making it down there.
Swift and lethal.
How far can you make it, Lae'zel? Pretty close. Let's, disarming her is not going to do any good. Goading her might. She saved against it. And I don't have double attacks yet.
Keep guessing.
You can also really easily end this battle if you can manage to shove the hag in a pit. Downside to shoving her in a pit, you don't get any of her loot. Another fun thing about Ethel is she has vicious mockery, just like my bard does. And she has unique lines for each of the party members when she uses vicious mockery on them. Like, specific to them. All of them. Oh no, how will we ever tell which one is the real Mayrina? So, I think you're supposed to be able to tell because one of them is wet from the water. From putting the cage out. I always tell this is the hag. See, she still has all of her features. Whereas Mayrina does not. So,
I will ascend.
I can never tell which one of them is wet. I cannot zoom in far enough.
Oh, bloody clever clubs!
Ha 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 ha.
Let's turn someone inside out. Be quick.
Still on my feet. Light on my feet.
Fortunately, if I remember correctly, the hag will leave Mayrina alone, despite the fact that she's not in the cage anymore.
Got to keep fighting.
We're actually not doing too bad here. Famous last words. Nice! Not again! Note that the real one went invisible, but like I said, you still don't want all these duplicates around because they will cause you problems.
Break them.
Astarian honey, why?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Can you... No. Why don't you dash down there?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Yeah, did not expect to hit on a 30% chance. Whose blood is all around Mayrina? It's not her blood. Did I hit the hag over there?
Come on, can't stay idle.
Now I just... There she is. I thought she was still invisible for some reason. Ooh.
Strike hard, strike fast. No choice but to keep going.
Nice. Nice.
Wait! Oh! Wait just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's unpleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, hmm? I have something you want.
It's unfortunate. This is Shadowheart. Go on.
I knew I liked you, dearie. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
A simple trade. More deception. Take her head.
It's your choice, sweetness.
So, you can agree to this deal, and she will take Mayrina and leave. The place stays enchanted, so you can't save any of her other victims, really. But she gives you a piece of her hair. including the scalp. It's really quite disgusting. That lets you permanently boost one of your abilities by 1. It's a big deal because it's a permanent boost. If you can pass some checks, and they are fairly high charisma checks, you can convince her to release Mayrina and still give you the hair. But like I said, the place still stays enchanted, so Mayrina is really the only one you're able to save that way. Or you can just kill her.
Fine. Have it your way. I'll rip your throat out yet, you little bollocks.
Obviously,
Maybe your soul will make it back home.
there was her unique vicious mockery. You obviously don't get the scene if you shove the hag in the pit.
So stupid. How could I have trusted her? I almost gave that monster my child.
Why the hells would you even consider that?
That's what she wanted. My baby. And gods, I was going to do it. For him. My husband. She was going to bring him back. Bring Connor back to life.
Your husband must have meant a great deal to you.
Connor would have done anything to save me. I had to do the same. I just wanted everything back. Back the way it was.
Ethel saw you were vulnerable, and she took advantage.
It's my own fault for letting her. Look. I don't like owing people. Here. This locket is worth some coin.
She only offers you the locket if you told her Ethel killed her brothers. Otherwise, she's just pissed at you for killing Ethel and ruining her deal. Keep your locket,
Really?
sweetie.
That's... My husband gave it to me. I should take him home. His coffin is just upstairs. A decent burial is the least I can give him. Thank you. I don't think there's anyone else who would have saved me.
Well, that's sad. Just realized you can speak with dead. I doubt she'll talk to the person who killed her, so let's see what she has to say. Doubt we'll get anything interesting off of her, but worth a shot.
A charm on the hag's body flashes a faint glow.
Where's that knuckle-dragging gobshite that killed me?
You're quite lively for a corpse.
Hag, you little snot! You think I didn't plan for this? Death and I are old friends. But I won't be a corpse forever. That I can bloody promise you. I didn't want the girl, sweetie. I wanted her babe. I would have gobbled it up and given birth to my very own hag daughter. To my guts she would have come. My blood, my bile. It would have been glorious.
Ew. that continue must have been what did you really want with Mayrina. Do you have any regrets, hag?
Only one. And you'll never know.
Oh. Man, she is a spunky corpse. Why so cruel?
Please. It's you lot who come to me. All you do is want to be prettier, to be richer, to be loved. People are their own worst enemies, Petal. I just let them see it. You think this is the first time? I've found my way back before, and I will again. And then I will make the cretin beg, plead, weep for what will always be denied. The sweet release of death.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Wow. That was more entertaining than I thought it would be.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
So we get a nice quarterstaff, a tarnished charm, which helps with death saving throws. That was the glow we saw. And here. That went really well. Battles went really poor for me last stream, so I am surprised that one didn't turn in
Maybe I need more pockets.
to a complete disaster. I usually have more trouble with the hags fight. Ah, bitter divorce. Clumps of hair and flesh stick out from the twisted roots that make the shaft of this wand. Connor is scratched into the surface. Connor being the name of Mayrina's husband. So we're going to take that. And then there's letters from and to Ethel. I think they're... yeah. Correspondence between Mayrina and Ethel. Well, and correspondence between Ethel and whoever M is in Baldur's Gate, actually.
Let's have a look.
Ooh. I will take these. And then there's a bunch of weird potions over here. A mother's loathing, broken promises, butterflies in the stomach. I think they give you some really weird, not good buffs if you drink them. Missing pets? Also, there it is, a staff. No, I want give to me. There we go. And now we're back outside. We're actually going to go back into the hag's lair here in a minute, but we're going to look around the beach first. I hate walking in water. Just want to make sure there's nothing over here. We'll make it over there eventually. Okay. Eesh. There we go. Give the party a second to catch up. Oh, hey. Mayrina's
Didn't hear you coming.
appeared out of the ether.
I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
I was about to be like, that's weird, Mayrina's not here, and then she literally popped into existence.
We were just kids when we met. I might have pushed him off a swing I wanted. He got right up and pushed me back. I was so surprised that I just laughed. He did too. We've barely spent a day apart since.
Are you alright?
Not even a little bit. But I will be.
You could just leave the body here.
No! He deserves a proper burial. He deserves some rest. And he won't get that here.
I found a wand. I think it can resurrect your husband.
What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring him back! Bring Connor back! Please!
I mean, nothing good comes of a hag's deal, sweetie. But...
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
So the hag fulfills her promise. It can never be simple, can it?
But this isn't what she promised!
I think this is exactly what she promised.
Back the way he was, not this!
This is your husband. Do you want him or not?
Connor? Connor! I don't even know if he's in there. But he might be. And if he is, I'll find him and bring him back.
Here's the wand. Good luck to you and Connor.
Thanks. But we'll need more than luck. A bloody miracle, more like it. I'll find a wizard or something. Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help us. Connor always said you can find anything in that city. Remember? And thank you, I guess. Come on, love. Let's go.
Perhaps using Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
Let us be mindful in the future, at least. There are few fair bargains.
Well, I mean, you can break the wand and not bring him back. But you can only break it right in front of Mayrina's face, and it's really mean. Of course, you can also kill Connor, or keep him for yourself. As a summon.
Here lies Connor, beloved husband, and a tasty little morsel to boot.
That's also messed up. Alright, let's actually go back in the hag's lair. Because we killed the hag, which means a lot of her magic should be gone. So if you come over here and look at the mirror,
The mirror glints in the light. The screams from within now silent.
you can also, if you want to free the people trapped in the mirror, gives you a curse for a while though.
Looking ahead.
That's fine. we've done the big battles for the day. I think if you take her head... Yeah, she dies. I feel like that's kinder than leaving her in stasis holding her own head. However, you can have that back. Oh hey, the dwarf isn't petrified anymore.
Oh, me head. Oh no. No. Why ain't I petrified?
Because I saved you. You're welcome.
But how? The hag said there was no cure. And that the bite, Ladigwa's bite, was fatal.
What's the bite exactly?
I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Your insides end up on the outside.
Ew.
Petrification stops the spread. I was on death's door. But now I feel great. How?
In the tales, hags always cook up their victims' misery first, then sell them false hope.
But why? Bloody hells! Double-crossing, filthy, lying wretch! She made me sick, and then trapped me in stone for kicks!
I'm almost impressed. That's evil, even by a hag's standards.
Evil don't begin to cover it. My kids were only babes when I left. The stones know how old they are now.
Let's not be rude. Focus on the positive. At least now you'll see them again.
Only 'cause of you. I ain't got no way to repay you.
Oh, don't worry. I didn't help just to get a reward.
No. What you've done for me and mine today won't be forgotten. Thank you.
Sorry, my cat just fell off a table. It was really quite impressive. Now, that Arcana check that I didn't take will tell you that the hag was magically making him sick. That's why if you unpetrify him before you kill the hag, he dies.
Is the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please.
She's gone.
May she burn in the 9 hells. The things she did. The things she made me do. Vile. Disgusting. Good gods. You're the one. The Mind Flayer.
Not if I can help it.
No. The hag's gift is gone, but it's going to happen. Soon. I saw you screaming, covered in your own insides as that thing bursts out of your skull. You change, skin ripping from your body, and then you butcher everyone. Everyone around you.
I'm going to stop it.
You can't. I'm so sorry.
Well, thanks for the cheery update, Legolas. Jeez. Let's, yeah, these are all still knocked out. I believe you can safely remove the masks now, though. Let me save just in case I'm wrong. Yeah. We'll go ahead and take them off of everyone. I'm going to do a long rest here. I don't really need it, but the last patch notes say that these people won't disappear after a long rest now. I don't know if it'll apply for this file, since this file was saved before the game was patched, and sometimes old save files won't update with the latest patch. But I want to see if these guys stick around and if you can talk to them. I used a bunch of spell slots anyway. Oh, Gale.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Fine. Just here to steal valuable goods.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. Somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Gale, what's happening?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed. What's on your mind?
Apparently nothing. Anybody have anything to say tonight? Oh no. Ah, Mistra, the matron of magic herself. An ambitious desire indeed to hold her in your hands.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Care to tell me why you were conjuring an image of the goddess?
For the seldom purpose of prayer. Mistra commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
How long am I streaming tonight? I usually stream 2 hours or so. Maybe 3. Depends. Magic is music, poetry, and beauty, though I suspect you and I perform it differently.
Fair enough. Though in the end we're still playing the same composition. Perhaps I can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together.
This is technically Gale's first romance scene. And I'm going to turn it down because every time I agree to it in Act 2, Gale thinks we're dating. And it's really obnoxious because I show no interest in him, and he's like, I taught you how to channel magic. You're my girlfriend now, right? And I'm like, no, sir.
Always a pity when opportunities slip us by.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
I did miss that face, you know.
Oops. Lae'zel? Are you good?
Speak.
Clearly we have nothing to say to each other. Oh my gosh! They live! They're here! I'll talk to Shadowheart in a minute. This is important.
Why is Auntie so quiet? I'm scared. Auntie's dead? No. No, 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 no!
I'm sorry? I've never gotten to talk to these guys because they always disappear.
Did something happen to Auntie? I can't feel her anymore. Very droll, madam. Most amusing. Auntie cannot die.
Oh. That was a little ominous. No, wait. There we go.
Auntie will be awake soon. She'll be so angry.
I'll tear your throat out!
Oh, they are not happy to be saved. Where's the last one?
We need to leave. You're not supposed to be here. She'll be furious.
She's dead.
You're right. I don't feel her anymore. She's really gone. If it weren't for you, I would have ended up like the others. Hollowed out and as good as dead. Sheer desperation. My mother's mind is gone. She's forgotten herself. I tried medicine, magic, prayer. I'd have begged Merkel himself if I thought he'd listen. Heard about this wise woman out in the back end of nowhere who could help. I knew it was too good to be true, but I didn't care.
Merkel is the god of necromancy, by the way.
Home. To Baldur's Gate. This isn't over yet. You think Ethel was the only hag in the realms? Not by a long shot. There's more hags out there, and I'm going to do what I can to make sure no one else has to go through what I did.
She's tiny. She's a halfling. Alright, Shadowheart.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
Oh. I'm all ears.
It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind.
What am I going to see?
How I came to be who I am. How I found my way to Lady Shah's embrace.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I trust you.
All right.
I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember.
Something sparks in your memory about Selûnite rites of passage. You heard once about how they would send their children out into the wilds to navigate their way home.
That line from the narrator doesn't occur unless you read the notes in the Owlbear's cave about the Selûnite rites of passage. So it is possible to not be able to ask her about this. You looked like you were wearing a moonstone. Isn't that commonly worn by Selûnites?
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it.
Thank you for sharing with me.
Normally I'd agree. But with you, it's getting easier by the moment.
Yeah. So her being a Shar worshipper is also why she doesn't like things to do with Selûne. The goddess of the moon and the lady of loss are sisters and eternal rivals. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's do this again before I forget. Because if you remember last time, there's a frog in the swamp that we're going to go and talk to as well. As soon as I remember which way I'm going. All right. That's the wrong way. There we go. Go and talk to the frog. I'm actually kind of sorry I didn't do the Hag's Lair on Halloween. It would have been great for Halloween. Like, just the right amount of spooky. Ribbit.
Hag is gone! Happy!
Glad I could help.
Happy! Happy! Come! Present!
Present? Oh, the frog moves so slowly. You actually can't get this without speak to animals. A lot of the other checks in the game you can pass with an animal handling if you don't have speak with animals. The frog will not take you to the present unless it can tell you it's taking you to a present. Nice. Bye! I love the frog's voice. It's adorable. All right. Oh, there's like a little section of swamp I didn't explore right there. I don't think there's anything down there, but let's double check. So I very lazily warp over there. For the record, the redcaps, if you did not kill them before like I did, are now hostile and will attack you if you come out of Ethel's lair having killed her. Oh, there is something over here.
That might be worth a look.
I didn't say the swamp would clear up. I just said that her magic was broken. And her magic is broken. This is what the swamp is actually like. Her magic was making the swamp look pretty before we saw through the illusion, so... Oh, this is where I set off the traps. I'm like, what is all this blood from? Alright, let's see. So that's the swamp. I don't know why this is here. This has happened a couple of times where this quest marker just doesn't go away. I guarantee everything's done there. I don't know why it insists on staying there. So we've done the swamp. We did Moonhaven, we did the forest. One of the things we found in the swamp was the letter to Kaga from the Shadow Druids. So why don't we swing back to the grove and confront Kaga about the Shadow Druids. There we go. Obviously, you don't have to do this. You can go straight to the goblin camp and rescue the actual head druid, and it'll get you roughly the same results. But there are specific rewards for the Investigate Kaga questline, so it's worth it to do it, I think. Oh, Mr. Strange Ox. Okay, almost there. Excuse me. I'm just gonna slip right by there. Also, I think, yeah, Volo's gone. The other bard. Here we go. When do we date Lae'zel? We don't date Lae'zel because we're dating the vampire boy, and you can't stop me. Lae'zel does get really thirsty when you get her approval up high enough, though.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
You did. But I know the truth. You mean to take the grove for the Shadow Druids.
What?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Ollerton, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Kaga, what is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Kaga's a Shadow Druid. She means to convert the circle.
A Shadow Druid? Kaga, have you lost your mind?
You and Elsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of
Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Koga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Olladin.
So you can convince Kaga to side with the Grove over the Shadow Druids by passing a couple of checks. However, I really don't like Kaga, and she has something I want. So, you seem intent on forcing me to take your life. So be it.
Oh, then come get it!
So obviously, if you convince her not to be a stupid person, she'll side with you on this fight. Oh, Astarion, I'm disappointed. Oh, I love it when this happens. There you go. The wild shape makes this fight a pain in the butt. Oh, no, I hate dropping my weapons. Why? Now get the one that's wild shape. There you go. Nice. Wild shape's a pain in the butt because it's like an extra stack of HP on top of the HP they already have. So you have to kill their wild shape form before you can kill their actual form. Good boy. Although, I think that person was on our side and just dominated, but that's fine. Something's odd here. There we go. Nice! Nice! Oh. Well, first of all, pick up your weapons. It's an action to re-equip your weapons, by the way. That's why I hate dropping them. Fortunately, Astarion has a bow equipped. That he missed with, so never mind. We're just going to hide in the corner over here. Oh. If I Thunder Wave here, I'm going to knock them over the cliff. And if I knock them over the cliff, then I don't get loot. And I want loot. Who is this? Okay. Why do I have to move over there?
I am death.
Oops, that was the wrong button.
I'm ready.
Can you jump over there, honey? There you go. No? What bonus action did I... Oh, I don't have enough movement because of the plant growth. When your allies make it worse...
I am fury. I am death.
Let's try this again.
Feel their anguish.
There you go. I think Death Becomes You is my favorite taunt. Oh! I was genuinely afraid that who is that? Shadowheart? That Shadowheart got thrown over the cliff for a second. Ha! Payback's a bitch. Where? Here we go. Nice.
I will ascend.
It is you, right? Nope, it's you. All the druids look the same. There we go. Like I said, Kaga had something I wanted. It was this. Whenever the wearer is healed, their weapon becomes coated in magic and deals an additional 1 to 6 poison damage. That's going to Astarion. There we go.
Someone there?
And the only way to get this is to kill Kaga, or maybe pickpocket her. You might be able to pickpocket off her. Yeah, this was, guess he wasn't. I could have sworn there were only 3 druids that sided with Kaga. So I really thought this guy was on our side. Maybe he's just a jerk and he turned.
To think Korga had turned to the ways of shadow. Her corruption ran so deep. Yet for her to die like this, under the Tree Father's gaze, perhaps it is justice. If only justice soothed my heart. A grove drenched in blood is no sanctuary at all.
Alright, well, that's sad for everyone. But we've officially stopped the Rite of Thorns, so the tieflings in the grove are safe now. Something else this means. You might remember we agreed to try and steal the sacred idol for Mole, the leader of the tiefling thieves. Now, if you try to steal the idol while the ritual is going on, it basically starts World War III, the druids blame the tieflings, and everybody starts fighting. But now that the rite isn't going on anymore, you can steal the idol. It's not easy, though. Trying to see who's looking at it. Maybe if I stand right here. Wait. Someone over there, I think. Maybe right here? This seems like a good spot. Can you loot them if you do non-lethal damage and just knock them out? You can.
Keep your distance, darling.
I did a bad job and picked a bad spot. Still people looking over here.
Can't believe I fell for her lies.
And I don't have any invisibility potions. No. Whoops. Maybe in here? Nope, I just don't. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Can I move it here? Nope. Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Seems the idol of Sylvanas has been stolen. Choose your next move carefully.
It's right there, honey. I haven't seen it. Aw, really?
You certainly are convincing. The druid is letting you leave.
Also, it's literally right. It's right here. Do you... Are you all good?
At least things have stayed interesting.
I'm just gonna pick up this gold. And I'm gonna come over here and see if I can attract some attention.
What now? Ready or not?
Why did you leave?
Punishment for tampering with the idol a second time is simple. Death.
According to y'all, it's stolen, so... just... It's gone forever. It's sitting right there on the ground. Well, if it's gone forever, I'll just pick it up. Now you die! I'm like, Jesus. Alright, let's maybe find a better spot to stand in. This seemed like it worked. I wish I had a potion of invisibility.
Trust no one.
If I can't do it this time, I might see if I can buy one or make one. Yeah, I am very, very visible. I'm not sure who's looking over here, though.
On tippy toes.
Stop that. Alright, let me see if I can buy one, maybe. Just to make my life a little easier. Bellatrix, keep being entertaining. I wonder how much gold she can earn standing over there.
Stop. I was fine.
Oh, it's Arabella. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching the idol. I'm nowhere near the idol. I am just going shopping, minding my own business. Goodness. Hello.
Well,
oh, that's right. Astarion's
thank you
never
for some
spoken to
bits
him
and bobs
before.
I no longer need.
No invisibility potions and no invisibility scrolls.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
So maybe I'll see if I can move Bellatrix into a better spot so that nobody's looking at her.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a
And see if I can get this thing. I have stolen it successfully before. It's not easy. Super annoying though. Just still playing. Alright.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Yay! Yay! Thanks. Let's find a different spot to stand. It looks like more people are looking from this side. So maybe if I stand back here.
Careful, I bite.
There we go. Bye. Oh my gosh, the idol! The idol's gone! Where did it go? Look at them all. Time to go!
We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
Since I teleported out, I feel like there's a good chance the next time Astarian's near where the druids are, it'll be really glitchy. Go and get him, since I moved him all the way out of the grove to a marker, and then we'll give the idol to Mole. You can, of course, keep the idol. It gives a passive blessing so long as it's in somebody's inventory. It's a bird cheeping down there. Or you can give it to Mole. Which is actually really funny because then anytime you're near Mole, you get the passive blessing from the Idol of Sylvanas because it's in her inventory. Astarian, are you really going to make me walk all the way over there? There you go. Here he comes. Let's go see if the grove is really glitchy now that I teleported you out after stealing the idol. No, 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 don't close the gate. Open the bloody gate. Thank you. But we also have to talk to Zevlor since we took care of Kaga. You still have to take care of the goblins because the road is still not safe for the tieflings to leave the grove, but they're at least safe to stay in the grove now. But regarding non-lethal damage, you can loot people with non-lethal damage, but I think it might cause problems after you long rest if you loot someone hostile.
We're going to own that town. I had a feeling you'd be back.
I am back. I didn't touch the idol. I have no idea what happened to it. Just kidding. The idol's all yours.
Thanks. See you in Baldur's Gate, I hope. Now scram, before I get emotional.
Ooh, I got a ring. That was weird. I glitched into the void. What does the ring do? Armor class +1. Saving throw +1. Who's got the lowest armor class? I think it's me.
My faith will guide me.
Not long until we leave.
It's me.
What to do?
I will wear the ring.
Sorry about the nest. You guys find anything good today?
No. Everyone's got junk.
I just realized the necromancy of Thay is in my bag. Let's put that together. I was waiting because I didn't want to trigger a certain scene, but I triggered it, so now it doesn't matter.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Place the amethyst in the slot on the book's cover. You can now open the book and try to get the knowledge out of it. You can drop it and destroy it, which takes radiant magic, or...
Excellent.
You can give it to Astarion.
You don't know what he read, but it had an effect. His eyes are hungry, but pained.
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus.
Let's see if Astarion can get through the book here. Oh, I should also probably re-equip his swords so that he doesn't have to attack with a bow. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but like, it would be nice not to have a big giant surprise the next time I'm in a fight with him.
You feel its connection, its longing to be opened, to share its secrets.
In early access, you could
open the
also...
book to the first page, with its shifting glyphs and strange whispers.
give the book to Gale instead of Astarion, but that was removed with the full release, so I don't know if that was a storyline that was abandoned or undeveloped or what happened, but it was possible to give the book to Gale. And I mean, technically you can give the book to anybody in the party and have them open it, but like that dialogue option specifically gives you approval with Astarion.
The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand.
Turn another page. These checks will get higher as you go. It's fine. I have a lot of inspiration and I saved right before I did this.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
Turn another page. Drink in the darkness, embracing it, and turn the page. You rolled a 3, sir. You are a vampire. I expected better of you. Try again.
The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known.
So that gives Astarion permanently, I believe, forbidden knowledge, which gains a +1 bonus to wisdom saving throws and ability checks. I think, if I remember correctly, or at least if I'm interpreting this right, because, yeah, it permanently gives him Speak with Dead. It's just there, always. So we don't need the Speak with Dead charm
Wits and
anymore.
blades always sharp.
We can sell it, send it to camp, use it as a lethal weapon to throw at someone's head. But Astarion now permanently has Speak with Dead. It confused me for a long time because I couldn't figure out where he was getting Speak with Dead from in previous playthroughs. It was very annoying. Alright, now we're just gonna talk to... I wonder if Padirna still hates me. Well, she's yellow instead of red now. Nope, I was never there.
Restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Why is it Shadowheart? Just bribe him.
The acquired coin weighs heavy on the conscience. The bribe may have worked this time, but it won't work the next.
Why'd you have to pick the one with no charisma? Get away from the door.
No time to rest.
Alright. Can Gale eat it? No. Gale cannot eat the necromancy of Thay. Alright. Greetings.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened?
Cog is dead.
Truly? I'm sorry it had to come to this. But she left us with no choice. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days. It's sparse thanks for what you've done for us, but gods and goblins willing, I won't need it again. If you can clear the road of goblins, as you say, I'll ensure a reward is gathered for you.
Yay! These are actually really good gloves. I'm going to put them on Shadowheart.
The watch or the flaming fist?
Pardon?
When we get to Baldur's Gate.
But what they do is when you heal someone, it gives them Blade Ward for a couple of turns, reducing physical damage, so they're really useful gloves.
Alright, what now?
Alright. Let's warp back to Moonhaven. Blighted Village. All right. So that takes care of the Hag and the Kaga storyline and puts us at about 2.5 hours. So that's probably going to be it for today. Next time, we'll start seeing about taking out the goblin leaders. So I'll see y'all next Monday. Bye!